guys, my name is Megan and today I have the Insert Yourself reader tag for you. Today we're doing the reader insert tag and I was actually tagged by Tori over at the Half-Blood Ravenclaw, which thank you for this tag. I've wanted to do this one for a while. So basically for this tag you insert yourself into a story and I'm going with one of my favorites, Lady Night by Tamora Pierce. Specifically this book in particular I would love to insert myself into. Basically you're going to insert yourself into your book. You write 12 character names on little slips of paper and your own, put them into a bowl, mix them up, and pull them out at random, and you insert yourself into the story. I forgot to put my name down, so hold on a second. Let me go get another piece of paper. Okay, we're back. Okay, so basically the idea of this tag is you're gonna pick who's your friend, your best friend, you know, the villain, the hero of the story, who you switch places with, basically all of that, and then somebody is gonna end up being you, of course. So let's get started with this. So like I said, I love Lady Night, so we're gonna see who is gonna be my friend. Okay. Okay, so Neil is gonna be my friend. I love Neil. He's a sarcastic little shit and I love him, and I feel like he would be my friend in real life because for one, he loves learning and he is like so sarcastic and just a little bit of an asshole. Maybe not quite an asshole, but he's a really interesting person and I love him to pieces, so I'm really glad to have him as a friend. So next up we're gonna find out who is my best friend. I have a couple of people that I'm really hoping that it'll be, but you know, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so my best friend is gonna be Lord Raoul, which is pretty awesome. So Raoul is Kel's Nightmaster, if nobody's read these books. Raoul is one of my favorite characters. He is just like this big ray of like sunshine and like happiness, and he's just like this big burly man and he like beats people up, but then he's just like a total ray of sunshine. So that's pretty awesome. I'd be happy to have him as a best friend. So him and Neil as my friends, oh my god, the trouble that we would get into, oh my god. Let's see who's gonna be my rival next. And there's some people that I don't want any of these sweet little things to be my rival. Okay, Alana, if Alana's gonna be my rival, I'm in deep shit. Like, it could be a friendly rivalry, I guess, but I ain't got nothing on Alana. If you guys want to know more about Alana, go check out my book reviews for all of the other Tortallin books, and I will leave a link to the playlist up above. But Alana is a badass, teeny tiny little lady, and she can kick anybody's ass no matter what. So if she's gonna be my rival, I'd be running the other way. Oh, she would honestly scare me a little bit if I was her rival. Let's see who the love interest is gonna be. Okay, so love interest. Ooh, love interest is gonna be Dom, who I absolutely adore. For those of you who are familiar with this series, or you aren't familiar with this series, I should say, Dom is Neil's older cousin and one of Kel's best friends, and they're sort of like hinted at a maybe relationship, but not really if you read any of the more recent things that have been posted on Tamora Pierce's website. But Dom is one of my absolute favorite characters, like, of all time. He's funny, he can be serious, he can be funny, he can switch back and forth, and just like his sarcasm is amazing, and the way that he rags on Neil is so good. Like, they have this whole like brotherly bonding thing going on even though they're cousins. Yeah, I would not be unimpressed with him being the love interest. Okay, next up we are going for comic relief. Let's see, who's gonna be the comic relief? Oh, Tobe. He could I don't know how to feel about this one. Tobe is very serious for being all of maybe 10 years old, and Kel just kind of scoops him up and like basically adopts him, but not really. He's a very serious little guy. So he does have a few moments of being like really cute and like childish, like, but I don't know how to feel about him being the comic relief for this, unless he's being like super sarcastic about things, because he just roasted Neil a couple of times in this book and it was really funny. So maybe we'll go with a maybe on that one. Next up is our villain. Oh god, I didn't put any villainy type people in here. I don't know how to feel about this one. Okay, so we're going with Seaver for the villain, which I don't know how to feel about this one either. Seaver is a really nice, like, sweet, caring kind of guy, and I honestly don't remember if he has magic or not, but I guess I could see him kind of being a villain, but then again, not really. He's all of these male characters that Kel has kind of like conglomerated as her like little friend group. They're all super sweet and caring, so it's hard for me to picture any of them as being a villain, but I guess Seaver could end up being a villain a little bit. I'm a little iffy on this one. Okay, so next up is our villain's sidekick. Okay, oh. It looks like I could be the villain sidekick. I have a feeling that this tag kind of, I have a feeling that this like would turn into like a crack like fan fiction, kind of like a prank war type fanfic, which would be interesting, not gonna lie. So looks like I end up being the villain's sidekick, which I could hang with Seaver and we could cause some panic and, you know, mayhem for pranks. Let's see, who is going to be our hero? Okay, so our hero is going to end up being Merrick, which, okay, I can deal with that. If Merrick's going to be our hero for this, that's interesting. Don't get me wrong, I love Merrick. He's a little bit of a hothead though. He doesn't always think things through. I love the boy though. He is super enthusiastic about things and he's very sarcastic and I love him, but he's definitely a bit of a hothead. So, okay, he can be the hero. Let's see, so who is going to be my partner in crime? Oh, looks like I get Numair as a partner in crime, so that's pretty awesome. Numair is one of my favorite male characters from the entire Tortallon saga, and I feel like he would probably forget about me like 15 minutes after I met him, because Numair kind of like loses his train of thought. He's very spacey, but also very like brilliant and very magically inclined. He's one of the like the youngest black robe magicians there is in this land, which is the highest tier of mage. Not magician. However, I feel like he'd forget about me in 15 minutes because, you know, his mind would wander off and some little tidbit of information and, you know, just he'd be like, bye. But I feel like he would be very good for pranks in like a prank war with these characters. So next up we're going with the person that I killed. Aww. Looks like I killed Owen. Oh, my sweet little jelly bean baby boy. Oh, he's like the most comic relief character from this entire series and I love him to pieces. Why did I have to kill Owen? Oh, my poor baby. Oh. Okay, next up is the one that I forgot. That would be Esmond, which, not gonna lie, I don't remember a whole lot about Esmond either. I don't actually remember a whole lot about Esmond. I do know that he's really good friends with Kel and Neil, and he's a really good character, but you know, I kind of have forgotten about him a little bit. Let's see, I've got two left. So the one that I kiss is Commander Bury, which is kind of awesome. I love her to pieces. She's like this tough as nails little lady that'll like beat the crap out of you and then become your best friend. Okay, and then the one you switched places with. So since there's only one left and I know who it is, I switched places with Kel, which, yes. Kel is one of my favorite characters. Like, she is one of my absolute favorite characters. This is like, her books have been my favorite since I was a kid. So to be switching places with Kel, that's pretty awesome. So all in all, I think that from the list that I've kind of accumulated of people in these different positions, this book with me switched places with Kel would end up being like a weird fan fiction of like a prank war, I think. Which, you know, not bad. That'd be interesting. So that was the self-insert book tag, and not gonna lie, I've cracked myself up laughing. because like I said, this would turn into a weird crack fan fiction, which I think would be pretty awesome. Anyway, thank you again to Tori over at Half-Blood Ravenclaw. This was so much fun. I cracked myself up laughing. And if you guys want to check out Tori's channel, I will leave a link to her channel down below. If you guys want to do this tag, pick a book and let me know who you guys would have as all of these characters. I don't really have anybody to tag, so feel free to do this tag if you like. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!